having a phenomenal night. If not, do understand day, night, honey, wherever you are. Okay. If not, do understand and get that it's going to get better once your perception gets better. And so I'm popping on because I was reading The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. Okay. If you guys do not have that book, okay, I highly, highly recommend you get The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. Okay, just a few facts. Okay, the movie The Secret, okay, by Rhonda Burns. Okay, she got the idea from reading The Science of Getting Rich. Okay, so many people that are successful have read this book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. And so it's certain things in life that pretty much it leaves like a trail, right? We all have heard this saying so many times: success leaves clues, right? And pretty much you have to follow the clues, right? And so this is one of the clues. Get the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Now, this part talks about getting into the right business, okay? We all have a purpose, okay? To think that you just was created just to go to work and pay bills and party on the weekend, and live a basic mediocre life, then that's what you shall have. But that is so far from the truth. It's so further from the truth. You just was not created just to work and pay bills and then at 60 something years old retire. Okay. That, first of all, that's not even freaking life. Okay. But you have to do what works for you. And so I'm on here because I want to give you guys some encouragement, okay, to the people that's out there. Maybe you don't know what your passion is. Maybe you don't know what it is that you was created to do. I highly, highly recommend that you get quiet. You go in your room, be in a room by yourself. You could be with the lights on, lights off. It really doesn't matter. And just meditate. Okay. That is probably the best way. Okay. Although I had my spiritual awakening. Well, actually, no, because when I got the download to do videos, I meditated. But I always had this epiphany that I wasn't here just, to work and pay bills. I knew that, right? And so yeah, so there's something phenomenal in you. There's something that is brilliant. You are brilliant, okay? And I don't care what society may have placed labels they may have placed on you, what boxes they tried to put you in. That is irrelevant, okay? Because no one could put you in a box, my love. Okay, they may try to, okay? But you are too powerful to be placed in a darn box. And so I'm on here because there's something within you and you have so much potential that only if you was to tap into it, your whole entire life, it would change. Okay? All right. So getting into the right business. So, The Science of Getting Rich, okay, by Wallace Wattles. And one of the things it says is doing what you want to do is life. Okay? How many people, it's funny, and I always say that the universe, it always give you hints and it always gives synchronicities, right? Synchronicities is basically the universe way of speaking to you. And earlier I was watching a video of this young lady and she was doing her makeup and stuff, and I believe it was on YouTube. And one of the things she said was she said that her parents wanted her to go to college, and she absolutely hated it, right? And she was older, probably like in her 30s or so. But she said she absolutely hated it. And she said, she was stressed out with so much anxiety and depression and things of that nature. And she said she hated it, but she went there because of her parents. And there's so many people that's doing things that they absolutely hate to do just to make their parents happy. Or you done got into the business that your parents done got into because they parents done told them that that's what they better had done. And it's like you live in this cycle, that you absolutely hate it, but you are afraid. Some cases, some people parents may even disown them because they not doing what the parents gender what the parents I'm looking for a word. I'm looking for a friend. What the parents had in stored for them. And you know what? And sometimes, right? It's like your parents, they had dreams and ambition and all these different things that they wanted to do, goals that they wanted to do, but they listened to their parents, and guess what? And their life is filled with misery. And now you are stepping into that same exact cycle, and you doing it. Hey, Towns PCA, baby PCA. I'm feeling great, better than great. Okay, and you stepping into that same exact cycle, whereas though you listening to your parents and you doing everything that they want you to do, but your life is filled with anxiety, depression. Okay, you just miserable. You did not come here to make your parents comfortable or to make your parents pretty much you living the life that they designed for you. Source has a design for your life, and that is why you're here. But as long as you are living what man wants you to live, then you shall continuously receive exactly what it is that you receive. And isn't it funny? Like, even with me, as having 4 children, even with me, I remember it would be times where as though I want my children to do certain things, and they don't even, they didn't want to do certain things, but I'm just like, oh, well, this is the way it is, tradition to tradition. And it's like, where have tradition gotten us? Just like a dog chasing its darn tail around. And tradition hasn't really gotten us anywhere. And so you have to make the decision to do what works for you. Okay? And I'm always talking and speaking about you came here for something bigger than working at that job that you absolutely hate, and then partying on the weekend, and then paying bills. You came here for something bigger than that. That's not why you exist. Okay, and so let me get to it. Okay, so it says doing what you want to do is life, and there is no real satisfaction in living if we are compelled to be forever doing something which we do not like to do. Okay, and can never do what we want to do. And it is certain that you can do what you want to do. The desire to do it is proof that you have within you the power which you can do it. So that desire, that yearning that you feel like, oh, I want to do this, I want to make the pictures, I want to I want to do the speaking, I want to teach from experience, I want to do, I want to write the book, all these things, and each and every day. It's funny, I was listening to Tabitha Brown last night. And one of the things she said was, she said, your dream, it will not let you rest. because it's in you, and that is why you here. And each and every day that you go about your life, you know is something so amazing that you're supposed to be doing. People may come up to you and say, girl, damn, you know how to do something here. And because you don't look at it like, you look at it because it comes so easy to you. You say, oh, well, this can't be my passion. But that is, well, your purpose. Is for you to do here. But because you don't see it, but because you've been taught, that it's supposed to be so hard and such a struggle, that when the things come easy to us, we think that, oh no, this not it. Because if it's not a struggle, you don't want it. Because of the programming, because of the conditioning. And so you got to do something different. So let me go on. Desire is a manifestation of power. The desire to play music is the power which can play music seeking expression and development. The desire to invent mechanical devices is the mechanical talent seeking expression and development. Let me tell you something. Spirit is always looking to expand. It is always looking to expand. Okay? It is always looking for free expression. And every time, whenever you get a download to do certain things, right? And you don't do it. It's like you stop in spirit. Because it's looking for ways of expression. Like some people play the music so good. Like so good. And that's their purpose. Like that's what they was created to do. I mean, like they play it so well. And when you hear it, you like, damn, it puts you in a whole different mindset. The frequency is so good, right? And they won't do it because they feel like it's supposed to be a struggle because it comes so easy to them. And you have to understand that everything is opposite. All the stuff that we ever been taught is actually opposite. Is actually opposite. Let me go on. All things else being equal, it is best to select the business for which you have the best developed talent. But if you have a strong desire to engage in any particular line of work, you should select that work as the ultimate end at which you aim. You can do what you want to do, and it is your right and privilege to follow the business which will be most congenial and pleasant. You are not obligated to do what you do not like to do. So to the people that's out there that's like, well, I gotta do this. My parents just want me to do it. Okay, I gotta do it. Okay. Or society says I'm supposed to do this, or whomever, right? You're not obligated. You're not obligated to do that. You are not obligated to do that. It's like somebody has a whole design for you. Like before you even come out the womb, like your life is already planned for you. Like from your parents or whomever is planned for you. But have you ever asked yourself, what is it that I enjoy doing? What is it that makes my heart sing? What is it that when I wake up in the morning, I'm so ecstatic. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I feel so alive to be doing this thing. Okay. All right. If there are past mistakes whose consequences have placed you in an undesirable business or environment, You may be obliged for some time to do what you do not like to do. But you can make the doing of it pleasant by knowing that it is making it possible for you to come to the doing of what you want to do. So for some people, you may be working at a job, and this is like what really hit home last night when I was listening to Tabitha Brown. And one of the things she said, hey, Ahmed, peace here, baby, peace here, peace here. One of the things she said was, she said, if you work a 9 to 5, you still can do something each and every day that is towards your dream. And I told you guys, when I was doing Uber, I would still upload videos and I would still do a lot of content because it was going towards my dreams. I think the saddest thing in life is, one, you don't know why you exist. I think that's like the most that because it's like, you just here, you just exist, but you don't know like why you're here. And I think that's like probably like the saddest thing. Because it's like you chasing all these things outside your existence, and you just wanna you just looking for something to complete you. You just looking for something, to hit that thing. You get what I'm saying? Like you just looking for something to make sense. And everything, you do all the shopping, you go on the vacations, you do all these things, but it still feel like something is missing from your life. Because chances are you don't even know who you are. And you don't know why you exist. And so that's why I'm always telling you guys, meditate. Get into meditation. You have to meditate. You have to be still. Quiet your mind. I mean, when you meditate, the mind is, still going, of course. But once you start meditating and you being still and you are receptive to listening to what source has to say to you, you are receptive to the downloads. Now you can get the downloads all throughout the day, but it's just something about that stillness. It's like you shut everything off. You just go within. And many of you guys, you're looking outside your existence for the answers. And I'm here to tell you that all the answers, they lie within. All the stuff that you want to know is within you. But how would you be able to tell or find or receive it if you don't have time? If you always say, well, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to sit still. I got to go chase this bag. And whatever you chase, it runs further from you. And how about if you did sit still? And instead of you feeling like you got to chase the bag, Source give you an idea. Because money is an idea. Source gives you an idea for you for the bag to come to you instead of you chasing after it. Okay, so let me finish. If you feel that you are not in the right vocation, do not act too hastily in trying to get into another one. The best way generally to change business or environment is growth. Do not be afraid to make a sudden and radical change if the opportunity is presented, and you feel after careful consideration that it is the right opportunity. But never take sudden or radical action when you are in doubt as to the wisdom of doing so. There is never any hurry on a creative plane, and there is no lack of opportunity. When you get out of the competitive mind, you will understand that you never need to act hastily. No one else is going to beat you to that thing you want to do. There's enough for all. If one space is taken, another and a better one will be opened for you a little further on. There's plenty of time. When you are in doubt, wait. Fall back on a contemplation of your vision and increase your faith and purpose. And by all means, in times of doubt and indecision, cultivate gratitude. A day or two spent in contemplating a vision of what you want and in earnest thanksgiving that you are getting it will bring your mind into such close relationship with the Supreme. Now, when the book is talking about the Supreme, it's talking about infinite intelligence. Okay, you honey, you could call it what you want. God, source, water, honey. You can't get wet from saying water. Okay, all right. There is a mind which knows all there is to know, and you can come into close unity with this mind by faith and a purpose to advance in life. If you have deep gratitude, mistakes come from acting hastily or from acting in fear or doubt. And one of the things about fear, is I remember hearing my mentor Bob Proctor say this. He said, fear and faith, right? They are two things, and neither one of them we can see. We can't see faith and we can't see fear, okay? But fear comes from ignorance, okay? It comes from ignorance. And from ignorance and lack of understanding, okay? And the only way to get understanding is through studying. And so when I'm constantly telling you guys to read the books, to listen to the personal development, is so you can, grow up in awareness to see why you do some of the things that you tend to do. And that's really what the personal development does. That's really what the books do when you tend to read the books. It makes you start looking at your life and start getting a sense of, oh, I do this because of X, Y, and Z. It heightens your awareness. And if you don't know why you do some of the things that you tend to do, and you just say, oh, well, I've been this way. I've been like this all my life. Okay? Just because you've been that way all your life, you have to ask yourself, is that way, is it working? Okay? And look at the people who gave you the programming. Look at the people that gave you the belief systems and stuff. The way they live their life, is that the way you want to live your life? That's how you could really, see exactly what it is that you want out of life. I look at people and I say, do I want to live my life like this? And the ones who have so much advice, oftentimes those are the ones that's not really doing anything. Like, people could say, oh, well, don't be afraid, don't be afraid of doing this new thing. But oftentimes those are the people that never take risks, that never get out their comfort zone, that never do anything different. They just stay and do the same exact thing day in and day out, and hoping and lucking and praying and bitching and moaning that something new is to come about. And guess what? Nothing new is going to come about because you have not changed. And that's the name of the game. Okay? Change is the name of the game. You have to change. All right. There's a mind which knows all there is to know, and you can come into close unity with this mind by faith and a purpose to advance in life. I know I read this part, but let's reiterate it again. If you had deep gratitude, mistakes come from acting hastily or from acting in fear or doubt or in forgetfulness of the right motive, which is more life to all and less to none. As you go on in a certain way, opportunities will come to you in increasing numbers. And you will need to be very steady in your faith and purpose, and to keep in close touch with the all mind and gratitude. Do all that you can do in a perfect manner every day, but do it without worry or fear. Go as far as you can, but never hurry. Remember that in a moment you begin to hurry, you cease to be a creator and become a competitor. You drop back upon the old plane again. Whenever you find yourself hurrying, call a halt. Fix your attention on the mental image of the thing you want and begin to give thanks that you are getting it. The exercise of gratitude will never fail to strengthen your faith and renew your purpose. So, I tell you guys, okay, um, each and every morning, okay, after I meditate, okay, I write a gratitude list, okay, of all the things that I am grateful for. This is another thing. If you ask in source to give you all these different things, right? Remember the things that you have in your life now, it is because you wanted them once upon a time, okay? And the more you are grateful for what you currently have, the more you shall be able to receive. But you first have to be grateful for what you have in your life now. You know, I always give this analysis. You know, it's almost like this. You know, you have this good friend, and you know, you give this friend, always give this friend whatever, right? You go to the stores, and you see something at the store, you think of your friend, you know, the item that they have at the store, put you on the mind of your friend. You're like, oh, I want to get her this gift, right? It looks so beautiful, right? And whenever you give your friend a present, you know, she's ungrateful. She's unappreciative. You know? It's like she don't say it, but you can tell based upon her energy that, you know, she's like, damn, what the hell is this cheap piece of crap? Right? And you looking like, damn, you know, I done took my last $500 and I got her the gift and stuff, and she's very unappreciative. It would make you not want to get her anything else. And that's the same exact thing with infinite intelligence. The more you are ungrateful, and you know, you just like, oh, this piece of crap, you know, I could have something much better. But remember, once upon a time, the thing that you have currently now, you wanted that thing. And now you saying it's a piece of crap. And perhaps maybe it is a piece of crap. But be grateful. Be grateful that you are able to manifest your desires. Be grateful that you are able to wake up. And, you know, for me, when I wake up in the morning, I'm so ecstatic. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful because I wake up and I do exactly what it is that I love. Okay, I love making content. I love making videos. I absolutely love it. And I'm so grateful to be able to know what my purpose is, what my passion is, what my gift is. And that's the thing, where's though you want to get to. You know, so each and every day, although you may have that 9 to 5 job or whatever it is, you know, each and every day you can do something small. It doesn't have to be, you know, ginormous. You can do something small each and every day to move towards your dream and make your dream become a reality. But it's not going to just happen, right? Things just don't happen. They happen because you decided for them to happen. And you have to decide, oh, I want my life to be this way. And so guess what? Then you create and you design the life that you truly desire. But you have to make a decision. And in this book, okay, and also, you know, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And if you notice, it's not called hustle and bustle and work 20 jobs in order for you to get rich. It's called Think and Grow Rich. Because why? Because it's 95% mental. We are playing a mental game and 5% action. So you could work, but if your mental isn't right, it's just like, you know, you on a treadmill and you just running, but you don't see no results. Same as that concept. So you have to do something different. And you have to do the thing that you was created to do, the thing that you absolutely love to do. But first, you need to get still. And what I did was I just kept on saying, I know I didn't come here for this. Right? Like I know, and this was before I had my spiritual awakening. It was just something within me that just was like, I know I didn't come here for this. And oftentimes you have to be grateful for experiencing the anxiety and depression, because oftentimes those things are pushing you to your purpose and your passion without you even realizing it. And I didn't even realize it. And I'm so grateful, because if I didn't have those experiences that I had, I would not be making videos today. It would not have caused me to keep on saying. And I would always have epiphanies in the bathroom. And I would say, I know I ain't come here for this. Like, I don't know what it is or why I came here, but I know this not it. And I will always say that. And before I know it, it was like the universe is like this, Hey Patrick, peace to you, baby, peace to you, peace to you. The universe is like this, You seek and ye shall find. We have all heard that saying a time or two, right? And that's pretty much what I was doing. I was seeking. And it's like this, you put it out into the ether, and then the universe is like, oh, okay, now you're ready. Now you're ready to know what you came here for. And I meditated. I came across this video and I meditated. I came across this video with rapper B.O.B. And he was talking about synchronicities, kundalinis, and energy and chakras, and so many. And what really did it for me, and I done shared this story, so many times, but my spirit is telling me to share it again. What did it for me was when I heard B.O.B. say, you're not gonna need anyone outside your existence. Up until that point, it was like, religion telling you gotta go to church in order for you to be saved, and you gotta do this, and you gotta do that, you gotta wear dresses. If you don't wear dresses, you go into hell. Like, just fear, just fear, just fear. And for the first time, I had heard someone say something completely different than what I was accustomed to. And that's what really, really did it for me. That's what really made me start meditating and going within. Because once I heard that. And so all the answers that you are looking for, that you are seeking, you go into people, you just feel like it's something else that you ought to be doing. There is something else that you ought to be doing. Okay? There's something else that you should be doing. But if you don't have time for you, if you always have time to make someone else rich, if you always have time to please others, but what about yourself? You don't have time for yourself? And then it's so funny because you don't have time for yourself, but you want other people to have time for you. But you don't even have time for you. Just something to think about. With that being said, I love you guys. Love you, love you. Rock out. Believe in yourself. Meditate. Okay? Even if it's just for 5 minutes. Of course your mind is going to be wandering all over the place. Okay? But that does not mean that you just stop. Or if 5 minutes is too long, do it for 1 minute. Gradually work yourself up. But as long as you are showing up for yourself, right? And keeping your word to yourself, then you could expect it within other people, because you keep your word to yourself. So then, I keep my word to myself. So you expect other people to keep their word to you because you do it. Until next time, peace.